heavy is that? Light work with the bass on the track, on my face to the back like I'm taking a slap. I need a drink but it's straight from the tap, and I'm hating the slack. Couple man on around like the hate in the gaff.
Hello folks, this is Aditya from inspiredtorise.com, and today we are going to talk about the Realme 6 smartphone. I am going to showcase an unboxing for the same and tell you whether this smartphone is worth buying or not. So guys, let's first start with the unboxing for the Realme 6 smartphone. This is the official box for the same. At the back there's the SAR value, etc, other information written, and there's the TPU cover on the inside along with a warranty card, quick start guide, and this TPU cover has a slightly black tint to it, and inside you get this smartphone. We had this in this bluish color, really good looking, and inside you get the 30-watt charger for this one, which charges it really fast, 100% in 55 minutes, and also USB Type-C cable. There are no earphones on the inside. The display on this one is a 6.5-inch IPS LCD display with a Full HD Plus resolution, Corning Gorilla Glass 3 protection, and has a 90Hz refresh rate, which is pretty good, and it has a punch hole style notch. This is one of the cheapest phones to come with a high refresh rate display. It has got a great build, 191 grams is the weight for this one, and feels really good in the hand. At the back there's the quad camera setup along with the LED flash which can be seen. And at the bottom there's the 3.5mm jack, the Type-C port, the speaker grill, and the dual microphone. And apart from that, if you look closely on the left hand side, there's the volume rocker along with the SIM tray slot, which houses a dedicated micro SD card slot. And on the right hand side there's the power button, which has the inbuilt fingerprint sensor which works fast and is really accurate. So I like that a lot. If you look at the opening and closing mechanism, that was also pretty fast, and overall the UI has got a nice update with the Realme UI, which feels much better than ColorOS stock skin. And apart from that, there are some bloatware apps, but they can be uninstalled, so it's not much of a big deal. Talking about the specifications, it comes with a Helio G90T chipset on the inside, 64GB internal storage of 128, and you get 4GB RAM or higher capacity available. It comes with a UFS 2.1 storage, which is really fast, and apart from that, overall user experience was pretty good on this device. It's something which is more of a performance beast in this particular price segment. It has level 3 Cam to API support, so Gcam runs flawlessly. Even the Antutu score is really high when compared to something like the Realme 6 Pro. And the internal read-write speed goes as high as up to 524 megabyte per second read-write, so that's also pretty good. If you're going to game a lot on the smartphone, you won't be disappointed. I was able to play Grand Theft Auto San Andreas on maxed out settings with really good frame rates, and PUBG on HDR and Ultra settings is possible because the GPU on this one is more powerful than that on the 730G or 720G. So gaming for a long period of time without any hiccup was possible. Was playing PUBG for really long. You can play PUBG on smooth and extreme frame rate settings as well on this particular smartphone, and that won't be an issue. I was able to play something like Call of Duty on very high settings with very high frame rate, and as was seen, the gameplay was pretty smooth. The 90Hz refresh rate along with the 120Hz touch sensing makes for a great smartphone gaming experience, but it does heat up to 43 degrees on the screen and up to 40 degrees on the back. So if you are going to game for a really long duration of time, you will find that the smartphone does heat up a little bit. The camera on this one is a 64MP main sensor, an 8MP ultra wide sensor, a 2MP macro sensor, and a 2MP depth sensor. Overall, the image quality was pretty good, and there's a 16MP f2.0 front camera as well on this one. Now talking about the camera interface, it has got a lot of different modes. You get to switch between ultra wide, normal, and different modes. What I really liked about this phone was the sharpness in the images. But the bad thing about this phone was the fact that it oversaturates colors a lot, and if you are somebody who's going to take really sharp pictures, then you would like this phone. But if you are looking for perfect color science, you won't like this phone a lot. With Gcam, a lot of issues were resolved, and the selfies that I took were coming out really great. The selfie was taken on Gcam and the colors were really accurate and on point, but the main default camera application took really bad photographs in terms of color reproduction. But if you're somebody who's going to wait it out, they can fix it in software updates, and the macro mode on this one is pretty good. Even the ultra wide sensor is pretty good. So for a lot of camera loving people, the default sensor does do great job, and they can fix whatever's wrong with software updates. It comes with EIS on the back with the videos, and even the front camera supports EIS, so the videos were not shaky at all, but there was a little bit of oversaturation seen there. But in terms of sharpness, I like them. At a starting price of around 12,999, the Realme 6 is a great deal. And if you are anybody who's just in the market to buy a smartphone in the sub 15k price segment, this is one of the better deals out there. I'm saying so because of the fact that the newly launched Redmi Note 9 Pro does offer you some things better, but it does not come with a high refresh rate, and it does not come with a really high performing chipset like this smartphone. In terms of a lot of things, it is one of the better products out there, and though it does lack some of the great features like the dot display on the Redmi Note 9 Pro, or like really high capacity battery on the Redmi Note 9 Pro, but still in a lot of different things it does make up for it. So guys, this was it for this video. In case you like this one, don't forget to smash the thumbs up button and do subscribe to Inspire to Rise for more awesome tech videos like this one. And guys, no matter what you do, stay inspired to rise.